Hello everybody, which is not very many. I have a problem with a beautiful Kern divider, which means there's a lot of spring back. So if I close it, I don't know if you can see it, but if I close it, it bounces back about like a 16th of an inch, or a few millimeters even. So when I squeeze it, it opens up. And when you're trying to set it, it's actually quite annoying. So I think if this divider is over 50, it's like 65 or 70 years old. And I think there's gunk and buildup in the head, and that's causing friction inside. So I'm not getting a smooth movement. So I think if I take it apart with this handy screwdriver here and wipe it down on the inside, and then put some of this nice smelling beeswax on, that's going to help at least minimize the problem. So I'm just going to do my best to undo the screw here. Now, I didn't start out by wanting to disassemble my precious Kern divider, so now it's moving. I don't know, you can see the space there. Once I get this out, maybe I'll try to squeeze these together, probably make it easier, but it's pretty stiff. Not many people want to take apart their rare Kern dividers, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So let's just hope I can put it together properly.
She's so strong. Oh man, she's so strong.
Okay, oh, I got it out on one side. Now let's try to pop it out. Doesn't want to come out. Try to push it out. Got this on the Kern, this has to come out, or I won't be able to yank out the legs. So, there we go. Ha! Off that, I got a nice mat here. So this should be really loose, but I can feel quite a bit of friction. You can see this is a metal plate in the middle there, and when you pull the legs out, these two little legs stick up, and that's the self-centering head. So it's quite a bit different than in the half design. So I'm going to try and spread these legs apart and pull it out. Ta-da! And it scratches it up a little bit, but I haven't found a better way. You can see there's sort of two bronze bushings. There's like an in, I don't know if you can see it, but that's where the dimple is. That helps keep everything lined up. And try to take this off. Maybe I'll try an X-Acto knife very gently. I'm sure if you took it, if Kern still existed, you could send it to them and they would have much better tools and be a lot more gentle with this thing. Don't really want to be doing this, but what can you do? Alright, so I got the two bronze pieces off. Now I'm just gonna move it back and forth and try to get this off. That doesn't want to come, but I'll just kind of wiggle it and move it. Right, I'm wiggling this back and forth. And I'm gonna get somewhere. It's coming apart. Really doesn't want to come off today. Pray that it's not damaging it. See, it's come apart. And there's something in there. Hopefully that's just gunk. Ah, there we go. There's that. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't look very good in there. A lot of junk. It's probably some kind of oil in there. But I'm going to take some of this stuff and see if I can't get rid of it. And then once it's gone, try to put it back together. So I'll just, if I use paper towels, got pretty good friction on it. It gets rid of it pretty good with this split stuff. It feels like aluminum. You can see, or maybe you can't, but quite a bit of that stuff has come off. And I'm just going to try to clean off using this wooden skewer some of the inside stuff. And hopefully it's going to make this compass work again. We probably don't want to watch that. I don't know, you can see not so nice. Bit of this. And looks good. So I'll just keep doing that with the rest of the parts and then try to put it back together. Here I've polished up this piece on the top, and I'm just trying to get rid of all the crud that the metal polish sort of gets into these nooks and crannies, and I'm sure in a long time they'll dry up and be a source of aggravation for the next people. So try to get rid of as much as possible to hopefully that doesn't happen, but maybe it does. Let's try to make this a little smaller to get in there. Wonderful. Alright, so that's the pieces I wanted. Since I have it down here, I'm just going to give the top a little polish because I can. if you try to polish like this when it's assembled, you end up getting some polish inside the friction head, reducing friction, and it's not so good. So I'll finish this and then come back. Alright, so I think I got everything off that I wanted to get off, and now I'm going to try putting some beeswax on this middle piece. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know that beeswax helps prevent having some wax or lubrication in there, helps to prevent the metal sticking together. So, and I was told beeswax was the tool for the job. I don't know if I'm doing it by the book, but I found some beeswax from a colleague, and that's what I've been using. So I don't know if I mentioned off camera before, once I was done polishing, I washed my hands before trying to assemble it, because you get a lot of crud on your hands, and if you don't wash it off before putting it together, it comes and gets everything all yucky. So I'm just trying to get rid of all the beeswax parts, the thick globs. I'm sure I just want a thin layer. Hopefully that gets the job done. Now, make sure I put this on the right way. Probably better to put it on here, so this metal piece, there's two parts on the legs that stick it here. I don't know if you can see it. They go together, so this one's going to flip around and go in there, and those two move the head up, and the center piece keeps it right in the middle. So that's the self-centering head, and then the screw goes in through here, keep everything from getting out of control. So hopefully it goes in a lot nicer than it came out. Maybe it is, I don't know. I think so. I think I'd done this a few times and it went on backwards. So becoming good at this, I guess. So give that a wipe. I'm going to take the bushy little bronze or nickel silver, not sure. Put that in there. Don't forget this. This is a very important step. I like to wipe it down every single time I touch it. Oh man, that feels like so much better. Now, I'm going to put this back in, and I was trying to find a tool to do this. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to grab my screwdriver, or my screw. Let's drive it in there. Then you gotta just kind of squeeze it together to get it to the other side. Actually have to push quite tight. I didn't even catch that time. All right, let's try again. Let's try to do a long turn. All right, I finally got it to catch. So I'm still squeezing it, and it doesn't look like I got. Oh, it looks fine. I think I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. So once I'm done this, it should be, and you can adjust the tension to whatever you like to use. And tight. So let me see. So before, when I move it a little bit, sort of bounces, but now it's moving a lot better. So I'm gonna take a piece of got some bristle board paper. I'm gonna squeeze it. Before, when I did this, it would move about a centimeter, and now it goes. It doesn't move nearly as much. So let me try it over here. Squeeze. Now there's like a tiny bit, so I know there's still a little bit of spring back, but it's like, you know, 0.5 millimeter or less versus what it used to be, which was like a couple millimeters. I'm sure if a professional did it, they could get rid of all of it. But anyways, there we go. This divider's gone from pretty useless to very useful. You know, you can manage a short bit of spring back, but when it's a few millimeters, it's going to get pretty frustrating. All right, that's it. Thanks.